Hello everyone, welcome to the Red Men TV. Live at Anfield, it's Champions League Media Day and we're hiding somewhere near the back so people don't really notice that we're here. The Reds are being put through the paces as we speak. A little bit of news coming out of there, which you might have seen on Twitter already, but I'll discuss it nevertheless. And two pieces of transfer rumour stroke news that I'm going to get to, which we'll get stuck into first and foremost. The first is Liverpool being linked with a move for Anderson Talisca. Now we know he's a Benfica player, or is owned by Benfica, but he's been on loan at Besiktas. The Besiktas coach has come out and said Talisca was already gone at the mid-season break. I'm sorry that he won't be with us any longer. I wish he could stay for his sake and ours. He already had a deal in place. He was asked about which team Talisca will be joining, and he said he might be rivals with Cenk Tosun. Now, you can read that any way you want to do, because obviously, naturally, City rivals. He plays for Everton. That would make perfect sense. But equally, is he talking about Leicester or Burnley? Well, not Burnley, because Burnley are in Europe. Leicester or a Brighton, perhaps. I really don't know. But it's interesting, nevertheless. This is the beauty of the transfer window, isn't it? Is that we can read between the lines until we know definitively that he's going to a bottom half Premier League club. Let us know your thoughts on Talisca in the comments. Is he the kind of calibre player Liverpool should be looking for? You know, we looked at him a couple of years ago. I think he was linked with Liverpool in the past and looked a very promising player, but I always wonder about players who get shifted out on loan. I don't know any of the inside scoop on the reason behind that. But there you go. If you do, feel free to let us know in the comments. We're going to move on then. We know Fekir is all everyone wants to talk about. And this is the man who was basically deal agreed a week ago. I think we need to start to take that with a pinch of salt, because now talks are set to open. So despite the fact that it was agreed like a week ago or 10 days ago or whatever, now the latest reports are coming out of France are that talks are set to open after the Champions League final. Now it's been told that apparently they are consigned to losing him, which is a positive step. I think the stance a couple of weeks ago been very much, look, he's a local lad, he loves the club, he's captain of his boyhood club. He's going to want to stay and he's going to want to fulfill his ambitions, but it looks now as though they're starting to soften that to some extent, starting to come to the realisation that he will be moving clubs this summer. Liverpool are likely to be in the conversation if there's a conversation to be had, but also it gets mentioned in the Liverpool Echo that they're known for driving a hard bargain, so Liverpool are unlikely to be able to get him on the cheap. But also we know that Liverpool do have money to spend, and if he's the kind of player that fits the profile for what we're looking for, then expect Liverpool to go big on him this summer. Another piece of news, and I say we're here, the Liverpool players are currently going through the paces. One player that we can see is Emre Can. He's just in the middle of the pitch, just by the centre circle at the moment, in training. What we're going to do is going to keep an eye on him and see how involved he is in things. So far, he's gone through the warm-up, he's doing the passing and movement exercises to go into it. When things start to up intensity, we'll know a little bit more about the condition of Emre Can and how far and how deep he goes into this training session. A massive lift for Liverpool ahead of the final if they can get Emre Can involved. I doubt he'll go straight into the team because he's missed a lot of football, but to have him on the bench, we've talked about Liverpool's squad depth starting to look as though it's lacking a little bit toward the business end of this season. If you can get Adam Lallana and you can get Emre Can fit and available to have an impact in this game, even if it is only from the substitutes bench, then it bodes very, very well. But yeah, I'm going to be keeping a close eye. I mean, I've literally not been watching for the last 5 minutes because I've been looking at you guys, but we're going to be casting an eye over the Liverpool players in the training session, getting a few bits and pieces of clips, get involved, get to the Red Men TV. We've got some phenomenal content coming up. We've just done our alternative commentary on Istanbul 2005. Yeah, Rome 84 coming up as well. We've done 77. We're going to do the Real Madrid game in 81's coming up this week as well. Chris has sat down and chatted with Guillaume Balaguer. There's a Road to Kiev documentary coming, and we've got a very special guest hopefully lined up for midweek as well. So get over to theredmentv.com, get signed up, get yourselves happy, get yourselves pumped. Maybe settle a few of the nerves along the way, or the opposite. Anyway, Liverpool are in a Champions League final. We get to do things like this. Life is good. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Ta-ra. For anyone still watching, arse biscuits.